Welcome, everyone. How is everyone doing?
Man,
Welcome back to another episode of Open Mouse Podcast. Why are you laughing? We haven't done this in a while, but
it's been a
hey, we've
little
been
bit. You
here.
feel me? It's been a
We've
little
been
bit.
here. What's
Goddamn.
been going on, Dr. Scorpio?
Shit, man. I'm just chilling, bro. A lot of shit's been different, man. You feel me? You feel me?
Been a lot going on.
A lot of different shit going on. You feel me? But it has been like what, like 3 weeks?
But it's been a little bit longer. It's been a month.
You said it's about a month, bro. Right?
Yeah,
Jazz.
yeah.
Okay, Jazz. You might be right. Whole time though, I'm keeping it a buck with you though. Um, we've been going through life. Life has been lifing like a motherfucker, bro. You feel
There's
me?
been a lot
I
going
can't
on
even
in
light the
life,
joint.
you know.
Life been lifing, bro. So niggas ain't been able to get to everything just yet. But I promise you, we ain't forgot about handling our business. You feel me? That's what
Right.
we've been busy. That's why we've been busy. You feel me? So, you know
I
what
mean,
I'm
we have to
saying?
be handling business, that's for
Gotta
sure.
handle
I mean,
business. You
come
feel
on.
me? But this is the, you know what I'm saying, open mouth podcast. So we gotta schedule out, we gotta carve it out, we gotta put it together so we get out here to the people. So niggas know we trying to get out to the people. So they take us, you know what I'm saying? They put
Right.
us in, you know what I'm saying? They take us serious, you know what I'm saying? Because you know what we doing. This is serious business, you know what I'm saying? And we've been out here for a minute now. It's been a year now. We've been on an open podcast for a year now. Um, I want to salute
Yeah, it has
everybody.
been a year.
You know what I'm saying? I want to salute everybody. Um, and I wanted to also, you know what I'm saying, salute to all the guests we've been having this year because it has been about a year. All the guests we had over the last year. I want to salute y'all real quick. Real little, you know what I'm saying, little side moment. Salute to all the guests. Salute to everybody. Salute to all of our team. Salute to Trigger. Salute to Yaz and Professor Jazz.
Yeah,
And you feel
Professor
me?
Jazz.
We
Mhm.
out here getting this money. You know what I'm saying? We out here doing our business. You feel me?
And
It's not,
that's the thing I
you feel
just
me?
want to say, though. We had to be out here getting our money. You know that I was reading this
You
thing
feel
just
me?
here in Las Vegas. Okay, I don't know about anywhere else, but I know at least here in Las Vegas, if you want to live comfortable, you have to make about 111,000 a year just
Right.
to live comfortable. Okay, that means paying the high rent, high food, high gas prices, everything that's high.
Mhm.
You have to have at least 3 jobs in the household.
You know, the thing is, it's funny you just mentioned that shit because I say some shit about that recently, and it's like I don't know if it's just the time we're in or it's like niggas been already talking about rent too damn high. Niggas been talking about that for the last 10 years. So
Yeah,
niggas,
it's always going
right?
high.
It's always gonna be a nigga that's they ain't got it. But when it come down to it for real, I definitely have mentioned I've seen that. Like you're not the only person that has brought that up. Definitely have seen that recently, and I don't know like the circumstantial reasons it could be. I mean, we haven't been the same since COVID, truthfully told. And economically, like nothing has truly been the same. All these, like the last, we were talking about that not too long ago. Like all of these businesses that are closing or they're downsizing or they're selling, they're doing whatever. CEOs leaving, all this type. It's a lot of shifting going on. You know what I'm saying? The paradigm is shifting in itself. So we only just like mirrored whatever's happening in the macroverse. Like shit's happening and shit is shifting. And we're being like pulled in a lot of different directions. So like I see what's happening and you know what I'm saying, we probably gonna have to re-erect or excuse me, you know what I'm saying, reiterate that shit that was happening like 10 years or so ago. Like rent is too damn fucking high, man. Like niggas struggling to deal with everything we dealing with. And I also seen, you know what? It's coming back to my brain. So the post actually was specifically, it was $900 is not a lot of money to make in a week. So basically, the person was saying like, "Oh, niggas think $900 is like real money to make in a week. Like, if you make $900 a week, you think that's real money? That ain't shit." And I was thinking to myself like, okay, like I feel you if you got a business or you got like multiple streams of income. You feel me? Like, but a lot of people don't even got $900 a week. Like they don't make that. That's actually like the better side of middle class. Like that's actually like you want to call you if you want to consider yourself middle class, like making $20 an hour, 20 to 25. That's the better side of like and upwards to 30. That's like the highest part of middle class.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's not even the basis. Your real middle class is at like 16 an hour. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? Like fast food and shit. That's middle class. Like, and you talk middle class, below that is poverty, nigga. Like, so, and I come, like, so I don't got to get in that. But so when I seen that shit, I was thinking to myself, like, it is pretty crazy that people even think that way, to think that, like, oh, if you don't make $900 or whatever, it's like maybe not everybody don't have your fucking lifestyle. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Maybe everybody don't have your lifestyle, bro.
But
You know what I'm
everybody
saying?
can have it if they want to.
If they willing to do what you do, but everybody,
Exactly.
these people are who these people is, so I can be who I am. You know what I'm saying? These niggas is who they is, so you can be who you is. So all this like trying to figure niggas out shit is really it's laid out in front of you. Like he has his purpose, he has his call and all that shit. That shit's laid out for that nigga. That's why he is who he is. It's already laid out. When you play GTA and all that shit is loaded up for you, that thing is already whatever the fuck it's supposed to be for you to interact with it as the person playing the game. Like it's already there for you. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't have to care about none of that shit. And it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So I put it in perspective to where some people just don't understand like that the world is bigger than they think it is. And it's more than what
Yeah.
they think. You know what I'm saying? Like their perspective is just one piece of this shit and not even a piece, like, like so, but I seen that shit and it's funny you brought it up because when I watched that like transpire today with all these people commenting on it, and I was like, damn, okay, like niggas really tweaking about like that shit is crazy. Why do you like that's really real life people's story. Like everybody don't want to go back to college. They don't even know what they want to go to life. They don't even know what they're here for. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't have no purpose. They don't have no call. Like they do, but they don't know. You know what I'm talking about? Like I was like seeing this shit at a young nigga like watching these people 70 years old, 60 years old retiring from these jobs and shit. And they like, I've been here for 30 years and shit. I'm like, what the fuck was you working a job for 30 years for?
Right.
30
And then
years?
you can't even really retire because then you still have to retire from that job and then get another job just to go ahead and help you out because
Because you might not
nobody
have
can
enough
really
money to
retire. They
retire for.
depend on that
Exactly.
money to
Exactly.
retire, and it's like nobody puts really assets away, more savings. Otherwise, you can't just depend on one thing, which is your retirement. If you really want to retire, then you need to go ahead and have some backup money. You need to have somewhere where you could bring in money without doing anything. So you could retire,
Hmm.
kind of comfortable. It just depends, and that's why a lot of people are moving out of the country now when they're getting retired because it's cheaper everywhere else.
Exactly. I think, um, generally speaking, if you talking about niggas that's trying to like I don't know if you've seen this shit recently, but I see a lot of niggas living off grid, bro. Like I seen a
Yeah.
nigga recently, he was living off grid and I guess he might have had like a job where he was making enough to save and pay for his living as he was living like in like within normal society, but like he was able to fund
Right.
like his retirement. So he was able to like buy this little lot of land that he bought like a trailer or whatever he was able to build. Then he started building on the trailer, expanding it or whatever. He built this little like place where he was gonna live. Then he built these solar panels So all the energy he was getting was from the sun, and he was like taking the energy from the solar panels, powering his house. Of course, he had like a car, so he got a truck. He's getting out there doing work and shit, like whatever niggas doing out there in this place where he's at, where it's like I don't know, cutting down trees or doing some other fuck shit, whatever the
Right.
fuck niggas, he's making fucking bread. Long story short, and
Very good.
he's powering his house with the fucking solar energy, bro. And
Very
he
good.
and everything is on site. Like whatever his house need, it's on the fucking. It's there for him. Like the water, all that. Like he's put all that shit there, and he did all this shit with not a lot of money, and he funded all this shit while he was doing whatever he was doing prior to doing what he's doing now. You feel me? So like I watch niggas do this shit. It's a real way to get outside the shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's a way that it's not
And
something
that's
everybody's, you know what I'm saying, willing to
and
do. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
because not everybody could really like survive in that lifestyle. It's like, look what happened to the pandemic. Everybody freaked out when the stores were about to close. Everybody was freaking out about
But we
food
got
and
to
all that
start
stuff.
looking at
But
that as a
a lot of
reality. Yeah.
people do not know how to grow their own fruits and vegetables. You do not know how to go ahead and survive. We are living here because Earth is made, Earth is, we expect everything to be there. But then again, what happened to the pandemic? So that shows you
Hmm.
right there that we are lost. A
Bro,
lot of
it's
us.
funny you even bring that shit up because the pandemic itself is like a fucking like a oh man, it's like a placeholder. It's like just this thing where man, I don't know how to explain this and put this into words, but it's like a reference point. It's like when people go to study and people go to do things, they're going to look at this moment in time. They're going to say, okay, so what happened when this happened? And when this happened, what went on? Like they're going to look at this shit and they're going to study this shit and go off economics. They're going to go off of like social studies and like what people were doing in different like areas of the community where people going out, where they partying, where they work, where they not partying, where niggas making money in the businesses was like they're going to go through all the stats. They're going to go through all the data for this shit and they're going to base this shit off of what they're going to do that. And of course niggas is drinking. Of course. Like I just see niggas talk about that, of course. But here's the thing though. So when it comes down to it, I see what has happened with the pandemic, bro. Like literally, I seen it, and we haven't been the same. It's already been 4 years.
You know what I just heard the
It's
other
already been
day?
4 years.
That that they're shutting down the city again somewhere in Cali
Mm.
because there's something else that's going around, I guess. But they're talking about shutting
What you?
the city again.
What's going around? Like you talk
I
about
don't know.
like
Somebody
some
just
like
told
that
me that. I
monkeypox
haven't really
shit or
done
some
my
shit.
research on it, but that's what they
Oh
were talking
boy,
about.
man, it's always something going on.
Well,
My
and that's what
thing,
they've been talking about, for a while now, that they're thinking about closing, shutting down the world again, Um, and it's coming to that. Well, it's not coming to that, but they have made people more at home. Make it easier.
hmm
Where okay, you can go ahead and order your groceries online. They'll deliver it to you, or
hmm
anything. Even now, like doctor's appointment, they see you a lot on. Just you don't have to leave your house.
yeah, I have seen. Well, you know what the because everything has changed. So I mean, like, bro, like niggas is when the COVID shit truly hit, it was like you talking like doctor's appointments on like the video doctor's appointments and
Yeah.
video business meetings. All this shit was going digital. All this shit was going over Zoom. All this shit was going to so it's like it's a complete like change in everything. The children are even like all they and like they're basically prepared in case things have to happen where kids completely go remote because a lot of them was already remote when they was in COVID, but they weren't complete remote because COVID was temporary. It wasn't in the circumstance was temporary. It wasn't like niggas was like just we're going to be that way forever. But at the same time, these kids are still prepared to go remote. So if they can't go to school, they can do the work at home. They're also prepared for if none of them are able to go to school, they can teach from home. Like I'm doing certain things to where I'm having these seminars or lectures and stuff that I have to deal with, where these people are dealing with the issues that's going on in Florida with Hurricane Milton. They
Right.
can't
That's
do a
a
lot of
huge.
stuff, a big issue. So they can't. So these guys that have to do these business meetings, these guys that got to go do whatever, they can't do a lot of that shit. So they got to like uh, people I'm doing. They have to do this shit ahead of time, so they have the time to do the stuff they're supposed to do. So their schedules change, all that shit. So this is all a part of just circumstantial shit. You know what I'm saying? So, and I met a lot of people. So, just generally that have been maybe affected by that, that are traveling or just frequently in certain areas and spaces where I can come into contact with these people. So, I want to give my hats or take my hat off to those people or just, give my, my just due to those people because I've never dealt with things like that. You know what I'm saying?
You know
But,
what? There's been a
you know,
lot going on since, we've been off
yeah,
for a month.
my
There's been
point.
a lot going on in this world. It's just crazy. And then it makes you wonder, it's like, why, why so much is going on like this? All this negative stuff, from,
Hmm.
all the celebs. We see the celebs, we see anybody on TV or someone, yeah, someone known in media, whatever. And then something bad happens and they turn out to be somebody that we thought but they weren't really that, so they're just like something different.
Speaking
Right.
of, I mean, like, I don't want to get too ridiculous.
Oh gosh.
I don't want to get too, because we talked about this. This is just crazy. It's like, this is like the craziest shit. Like, this shit, because, okay, like I said, briefly, if we touch on the Diddy shit, right? This shit has been one of those things. Like, personally, I'm gonna just speak personally, real briefly, because I don't know. I've never met Diddy. I don't know Diddy. I don't know nothing about him. But I will say this. 2022, I was watching all of the former members of the band talk about the shit they was
Okay.
dealing with. I was watching everything I was revisiting that because I was a young nigga watching that shit.
Oh
So me
shit.
not being hip to, just being I wasn't fully, I don't know what, I like revisiting that at that time was really crazy. And I think we talked a lot about this shit on Clubhouse at that time, but it was totally different then. So at the time, it was basically just niggas basically just realizing how niggas was terrible at realizing how crazy what like just what was going on. Like, you got Ness fighting with all these niggas beef. This shit was getting silly at a certain point where niggas didn't even know what the fuck was going on. You feel what I'm talking about? So it was like, now you got Fred. He coming out saying his truth. He coming out telling niggas what was going on. He coming out doing whatever the fuck he was doing. And now it's like we see the truth. And at that time, I think he had kind of just came out and said certain shit. Niggas had might have known in certain spaces and circles what really truly went on, but he really came out and was like, yo, no, this nigga said this to me, this shit happened, that shit happened. You feel what I'm saying? So it was like a whole thing. Then you got on Twitter, it was all these different clips going viral on Twitter again. It was all this different shit. So I remember at a point in time, um, it was everybody was looking for people to say things. So we looking for Dylon, we looking for Ness, we looking for Chopper, we looking for Babs, we looking for everybody to say, like, okay, these moments going viral. Like, did this nigga really make you go walk 10 blocks to get a cheesecake or whatever the fuck?
But
Niggas is looking for that shit, right? They looking for responses, and we got a few. Babs said what she said. This nigga said, Fred said what he said. We got everything, right? And I remember this particular moment, and I'm gonna say this shit for real. I remember Babs made a post on Instagram, and I be going back trying to find this particular post, but this post don't even exist no more. But maybe she archived it or deleted that shit. but she said some shit to acknowledge the fact that she basically was saying like, look, she is good, she doing what she doing, she's handling her business, and whatever she learned in the process of, you know, becoming the person she is today is something she will, you know, take with her forever type shit. And it is what it is. She wasn't really willing to do the smear campaign shit with the Diddy shit. She wasn't really on
But
board all the way like that. And but before you say that, I remember particularly because that was the post she was that, and in the caption, that was kind of what she was saying, right? And when it came down to it, everybody's in the comments saying certain shit. I remember this nigga Royce the 5'9" said specifically, he said, um, why we trying to make niggas like, you know, why we trying to demonize the legends we got, the people we got? Let's focus
yeah.
on white niggas, the Epsteins, the you know what I'm saying, the Winehouses, all these other things, like oh whoever like Weinsteins or whatever. Sorry, excuse me. Like let's focus on these guys and the Cohens and all these. Let's do this. That. And I was like thinking to myself, like, bro, I'm like, we're not talking about that though right now, bro. And we're only talking about the nigga doing bad business. We're not. We wouldn't even own the nigga all this other shit. I was only talking about how he treated the people in his like the niggas he signed. I mean, and I comment back and forth, and niggas was saying certain stuff, and I was like, damn, bro. So like, wait a minute. So all these niggas supporting, bro, but it's like niggas ain't talking now. Niggas was there talking the shit they was saying there and trying to go back and forth with me. In reality, I was only saying like, yo, like, why you not treating these artists properly? Why these niggas is 19 and don't got nothing, no type of knowledge of shit, and niggas is fucking them over? Like, ultimately, like, it ain't merely making no sense to me. So that's really what I was trying to get, and I don't understand. And now, nobody wants to support him.
No.
Everybody wanted to support him then.
Well, again,
You
you
know?
know, well, before we keep talking, I just want to go ahead and reintroduce one of our previous guests before, Jay Smooth. Hey, how
Oh,
you
yo, what's
doing?
up, bro?
What up? What up? What up?
What's going on?
Man, I'm just tapping in, trying to see what y'all
Oh,
on.
what's up, bro?
How you feeling, bro?
How you feeling, gang?
Oh man, I'm good, bro. How you feeling?
Man, bro, we really trying to, you know what I'm saying? We really, you know what I'm saying, filling in the dots for niggas, bro. You know what I'm saying? Putting some paint where it ain't. You feel me? If
Yeah,
niggas
that part right there.
exactly stepping where, you know what I'm saying, stepping where niggas don't really step at. So, bro, how you feeling though, gang? You feel me?
Oh
How you
I'm good, bro. Getting prepared for this show we got coming up on the 30th.
Yeah, talk about your
salute?
show. I mean, talk about
Yeah.
your events.
Oh yeah. Well, it was supposed to be at the Hard Rock. It was the Cannabis Awards Music Festival. Um, They changed it to the Lex, something called the Lexi. I ain't never been there, or I gotta check it out.
Me
But
neither. No.
they check, yeah, that's what they doing it at, and it's supposed to be live. Everything I see that they do, it be going up. Um,
It does.
yeah.
They
For
just had
sure.
the show downtown.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Backyard Billiards. They had Twister and they had Sugar Free. But it was
Oh,
pretty good show.
yeah.
Pretty good
Okay.
Hey,
event.
salute to Sugar Free. Salute to Sugar Free,
Cool.
man. I wish I
Cool.
could have
Cool.
seen that.
I got a few people coming out that's gonna, rock with your boy.
There you go.
Hey,
No, we were just
man.
talking about all the crazy shit that been going on, especially with the whole Diddy thing. That's some crazy shit.
Yeah.
Like it
Yeah.
shocked everybody.
Yeah.
You know
What
what
you
it
think
is
about that,
though.
bro? Go
It
ahead.
it's. I don't think. I don't think it's the whole Diddy situation. I don't think it's really shocking because I think everybody, their mama already knew what type of shit bro was on. It's just that
Right.
we
Yeah.
all know. Like we all now, it's like
It's
a
out
matter
there.
of like I knew it.
Right.
That's where everybody on. Like I knew it, and now extra other stuff coming out the woodwork. But
It's the all extra stuff that's shocking. It's like, damn, one thing
and it's
after
only
another. Like
because
there's so many shit.
he famous. That's it. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure there's millions of people doing the same shit he doing.
Oh yeah. They keep comparing him, his city parties to, the Playboys parties. It's
Hey,
like,
but you know what's so crazy though?
huh?
Real life, and it's proven fact because you can go look actually on my Facebook. You can, but I've been to a Diddy party. Facts,
Oh,
Yeah.
hey,
facts. I've been to a Diddy party. Um, it was a revolt party in Miami. Um, and everybody was out there, like everybody, but in all reality, it wasn't no weird shit going on. Like it was a big ass party. Bro had a big ass Ciroc room. Then he had another room where everybody was out partying and chilling. Like there wasn't no weird shit going on like how everybody be talking about and all the other shit. Bro had real thugs in the building too.
let me let me say something. Like, cause I remember I was saying this shit earlier. Like, we talked about this shit when the Cassie shit came out, and when we talked about it, it was a different It was different. Like, now you talking about like different circumstances that surround what's happening. You know what I'm talking about? Like you going to a party where everything is cool, everything is whatever, right? Like you whatever. These niggas talking about this other shit and they doing whatever. Now I don't know where these niggas supposedly was doing whatever and how whatever they was doing whatever. That is whatever they was doing. And at the time, all we was really acknowledging was the Cassie shit. We was only talking about whatever she had went through, supposedly, apparently, like whatever, allegedly. But that's different. Now you talking about a whole conglomerate of motherfuckers that's really on the bag now. They on the bag chase.
It's like everybody's in this.
It's been like that. If you really look at it, bro, like it's been like that for a minute. It started off with Bill Cosby. When the money ran out for and them chicks got a little older or they pockets was getting
Yeah.
lower, they needed a bag. They
Yep.
started fucking with Bill Cosby. Then nigga that they locked Bill up. You feel me?
So, bro, so can you say? So, I didn't want to interrupt you, bro. I
No, you
apologize. I
good.
want
You
you
good.
to spit your shit real quick, cause you actually going into frequency right now, bro. So, are you telling me, bro? Um, they're following a template right now.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro.
Mm.
Somebody started it and let them know it's a bag in this. Go get it.
Mm.
Cause
I
guess
had
what?
a
Cause guess what, bro? That judge ain't gonna never listen to us, no matter the circumstance, bro. If it ain't pure murder in their face, oh y'all can edit that out. My bad.
no,
But
no, 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 no. You good? You good?
if
You
it
good?
ain't right there in their face, bro,
Uh-huh.
as far as a
No, that's
woman doing
real,
something to a man, you can forget about it, bro.
bro.
Right
Listen,
before a man go out the window.
bro.
Secret.
How many times you been watching TV, bro? And the niggas like, hey, have you been affected by so and so, so and so? Hey, have you ever been in so and so circumstances, bro? Hey, listen, man, you can damn near be you could damn near file a lawsuit, man. Hey, check this out. Hey, call this number.
Oh yeah, you know
You feel
what?
me? Hey, do this, da da da.
I've been
Listen,
recently
they
seeing some
had in the
stuff like
circle.
that.
I was just talking about this, bro. In the circle of circles, that is what was going on. Niggas was like, hey, how you think this nigga got
No cap,
120?
no cap.
Bro, nigga got
If
120
she,
cases on the nigga. Stop it.
right
Like,
now, if she go and file and say, "Oh, I was at Diddy," woo, woo, they gonna open it and give her some bread, tell her they want to interview. She a woman.
bro, the nigga getting on the platform. What did he get? I don't know what the fuck he got on. He made that public statement to say, hey, we got this many, this, da da da. That was also for niggas to say, hey, listen, man, contact me. If you really know this nigga and you got some demo, you got some, hit me. That's basically what niggas was doing.
Yeah.
And me personally, when I seen that shit, I said, hey, okay, this has gone beyond what we think has gone beyond. We seen the Keefy D shit, and even when the Cassie shit was going on, the Keefy D shit was going on. And I was looking at the Keefy D shit, and I'm like, okay, I don't know what to really say about this because the Vlad nigga had already basically uncovered every fucking thing.
Yeah.
That's why this shit is really kind of it's not weird, but it's like, okay, if you a nigga who even just is even like, I don't even know, like a cultured even a little bit, you gonna see certain Vlad interviews. You gonna see
Yeah.
certain interviews. This nigga literally he already solved the Tupac murder for niggas already. The niggas are the Gene Deal nigga already got on the certain platforms and solved he solved the Biggie murder and shit already, man. He told you what the fuck happened, bro, already, man.
Oh yeah, and that's finna unveil again too. The whole Biggie
Yep.
and Tupac murder, that shit finna unveil again too.
Oh yeah.
So it's like the Diddy shit is like,
It's
if you
huge.
watched, if you watch certain Vlad interviews, you already know why niggas is saying why Diddy is whatever. I'm not gonna get on here in front of niggas' supposed moves. You feel? If you watch certain Vlad interviews, you'll see it. If you watch certain other interviews where niggas is talking about it, you will see it, and you know why they are talking about supposedly bringing this nigga in the shit. They trying to throw. You know how they work with the people, man. They
Yeah,
gonna throw.
because right now, Diddy got to go through
Yeah.
public humiliation right now.
Yep.
They already did Kanye like it.
Yep.
They gotta do him like it. He just
Yep.
finna get it worse. And then after him, they probably gonna throw Jay-Z and Beyonce in that. But
Yep.
ain't nobody gonna touch Beyonce because I mean a lot of people don't do their research or people think they know about hip hop and even acting, but people think they know the industry, but they don't understand that Beyonce Daddy holds the ties to all of this, everything. But a lot of people ain't gonna like it might now because of this Diddy situation, but Beyonce Daddy hold the key to a lot of like that's the real life big dog right there, bro.
Break it down for us, gang.
That is true. I agree with that.
I
It is
mean,
very
a
powerful.
lot of people got to do their own little research, bro. Because I don't really, like she'll tell you, I don't really dip and dive in the YouTube streets like that, bro. But you just got to do your own research on that, bro. And
Heard.
he the big dog though. He the big dog that run everything.
Make a lot of sense, gang.
Damn.
Make a lot of sense, gang. That's all I'm gonna tell you. But for whoever may not know, there you go. You feel me? And you know, I don't know. Maybe that's the place people be sitting in. Like, I don't know if y'all witnessed Orlando Brown's recent interview that he had
I
on
didn't see
Say
his
Cheese.
recent interview. I know that I got a record with that nigga.
Oh, you got a record with bro? Hey, first and foremost, salute to bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but he be off his rocker too.
Right now,
we
yeah, he's
all.
not doing
Hey,
good
listen.
right now.
Let me
Off his
look.
rocker.
Let me say this let me say this. Okay, first and foremost,
Like,
I mean, look,
not be
we.
happy there.
Let me say this.
I'll say it. I hate when he be saying blood this and blood that. I hate that. I hate that. But go ahead, my bad, bro.
No. Like, no, bro. I acknowledge what you're saying because first and foremost, like, you talk about a person who can jump into different like spaces and times and beings and personalities and simultaneously, like, people are trained to do, like, so.
You know what's scary about Orlando Brown though, bro? My bad.
No, go ahead. No.
The scariest thing about Orlando Brown is though, he might be off and like gone on a whole nother planet. But the scary part is there's a lot of truth in what he say.
The thing
That's
is,
the crazy part.
so I know Orlando Brown as well. We produced one of his songs, and he actually stayed at my house for like a whole week.
Mm-hmm.
A whole week, and that motherfucker, you know what? Well, that's the reason why he, like you said, he does tell the truth, even when he's off his rocker. He's a pretty cool dude. He's really nice and everything, but yeah, he acts too silly, but he is telling the truth and a lot of shit that he knows. He knows.
Mhm.
I want to say like what exactly is off your rocker though? Like I see a lot of people like because it's a thing, bro.
A
Like
nigga that be mentally crashing out,
he
bro,
be
like every
mentally he
5
do be
minutes.
doing the most. I look and he
That's
be
off
doing the
your
most.
rocker, bro. When you crashing out mentally every 5 to 10 minutes, bro, you off your rocker, bro.
You
It's
got a
just a
lot of
lot of shit that he has
a lot
gone
of shit
through.
going on. Because I can't fight you
And
because
he been in the game since a baby, since
he
he
been
was
in the game.
Yeah.
a kid. He
You feel
been
what
in
I'm
the
saying?
game.
So I can't really fight what y'all saying on
And
this.
I know, his
You know what I'm
brother,
saying?
his older brother.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. Okay,
I actually
okay.
perform with his older brother every December at the Charles Clemens C2 Awards. I do it every December, bro. They be at, like big ass arenas, like every
Yeah.
December.
Okay. Yeah.
And he don't be off his rocker. His big brother don't be off his rocker. He cool. Babaluski. My nigga, shout out to Babaluski.
But still, Orlando was really nice. He was actually good with my kids. So it's just
Yeah.
again, it's just
He when Orlando is a cool guy when he's sober.
yes, that's what it is. Yes.
When he's sober of everything. Not a
Yep.
drip. When he's sober, oh yeah, that's the
He good.
Orlando
Yep.
Brown
He's really good. And then
that people fuck with.
yeah.
And I seen
That's the goofy Orlando Brown.
So why don't you go into? I mean, bro. I mean, you did a record with bro. Can you go into like how you did the record with bro? I didn't know you did a record.
I would, but it's a weird ass producer. I don't really want to talk about. Give that nigga credit on. No.
Yeah.
Maybe
We
without
talked.
necessarily,
Bro.
I guess maybe mentioning him per se, because I didn't even know you maybe had even did a record with bro.
Man, bro, I did a small film with where Orlando Brown, bro, before, man, this was like 2013, 14, I believe. We were shooting with Charles Clemens at the he was shooting some Jason versus Freddy no, it was a Michael Myers versus Jason type of hood movie type shit. On
Oh
my
yeah.
mama. Yeah, I wound up I was the blood because it was Crips and Bloods in the middle of this party. DeAndre Bonds is in that movie. It was like a
Yeah.
music video movie. Scruncho is in there. There's a few actors that was in there. Tiffany, the New York, that lady was in there.
Yeah.
But that's where I met that's when I met Orlando Brown. Through
Cool.
Charles Clemens and through the filming and the movies and all that other being around them people. That's how I met Orlando Brown.
That's cool. Yeah, he just popped out of nowhere.
Oh
And
yeah.
then he came back into town because he was in Cali, but he came back into town. He stayed over. He watched the show Empire the whole time he was down here spending the week.
Yeah.
And then he wrote the song Empire. But you know what? Like I said, when he is sober, he's really a good guy. It's just bad that he's fucked up mentally
Mhm.
and in other ways.
I don't think that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean,
Well,
I don't want to judge nobody. Is what I was really.
no,
You know what I'm saying? And I don't want and that's that. I just think that shit is dope that you got a record with bro. You know what I'm saying? I just don't want to necessarily like judge anyone from
Man,
this.
I feel you, bro. I'ma say
You know
it
what I'm
on me. Jay Smooth said it. Fuck it, nigga. Bro,
saying?
mentally off his motherfucking rocker, nigga. On me.
but when he's there like that, talking, like we say, he talks the
Yeah.
truth.
Man.
He knows what he's
Yeah,
talking
he got a
about.
lot of truth that he be saying,
So
but
he ain't
half the
like
I
that,
can't fight you on it, bro. Because
yeah.
I be frustrated with certain people. Let me say this though, on the record, bro. I be frustrated with certain people, man. Certain like people want to call themselves truthers and all that shit. I be a little frustrated with them, mainly because okay, if you let's say you come on a platform, let's say I experience a certain thing, that could be my truth, but also be a bunch of other people's truths, right? And I go and I say like, yo, this happened to me, and this other people, they did this and this and that, and we all get this whole perspective on what I was going through. And I say these things, right? But I have nothing that's tangible for niggas to go like look at and grasp. Like they can't touch that shit. But I can keep talking about certain shit. And even so much to the point where the people who are like cognizant of what the fuck niggas talking about or aware of what the fuck niggas talking about, they go and create content for niggas to go and look at. Because you got a lot of content with these certain niggas speaking and talking about certain shit and niggas connecting dots and shit for niggas, right? But there is still nothing where the nigga who's the source supposedly saying, hey, this is where you can go find this at, or this is whatever. And my problem is, if you've been doing that for like 2 to 3 years and you still don't have no, hey, listen, do this. Hey, listen, what are we talking about? We ain't talking about shit. Like, you just telling niggas a bunch of shit that sound cool, that conspiracy theorists niggas like just get, you know what I'm saying, crazy over, and it's nothing really there. You just talking. It's like niggas just making content at the end of the day. Niggas trying to get a bag.
It's a lot of those, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't really lead to nothing. It's like you saying, oh, this nigga was doing this and that. Okay, where's the proof of that? Where's the proof? Oh, I just knew the nigga. Okay, we know you knew the nigga, but that doesn't matter. Where's the proof that he did what that you say he did? Even this Diddy shit. That's why I'm like, all these niggas get like, bro, we all seen these commercials. We seen these different ads where these different lawyers or, you know what I mean? They give them these platforms. They be like, yo, if this happened to you, you can hit me. I'll create a case for you. If it's legitimate, then we'll proceed type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, that's literally what the fuck is going on a daily basis.
The whole thing is, I'm still laughing like about the whole like baby oil and all the dildos they found in the house. Like, what the hell?
I ain't trying to touch on that.
You don't want to talk about the baby oil? You know, it made Johnson & Johnson kind of famous now.
Right. I'm sure they stock went the fuck up, right?
Well, no, the whole thing is not even baby oil, they find out.
It could be whatever they think it may be.
Right. I mean, they're telling us something
right,
and then we're going to believe it, so we don't know.
Hey, that's my point. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it could be
They're
whatever.
fabricating all this stuff, like you said, templates. They're using a template.
Niggas is following a template, and niggas is going into different spaces where it's easy to create this content on people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm so sick of going to these different like places where like it could be the most random thing, and everybody's in there in the comments talking about some nice try, Diddy, and that. I'm so sick of seeing that. And Diddy this, Diddy that. It's like, bro, this is also a nigga's life. He has to fight this case. He has to fight all this. All this ain't funny. None of this stuff is funny.
No, it's not, because in reality, he's the one that has to deal with it. He's the one that you said.
Exactly.
You have to fight it, and he's the one that's being shamed out here, you know, basically. So they're talking so bad, you know, and he's the one that has to deal with it. I mean, of course, it's gonna be jokes and everything, because it's like, again, shocking, and it's just for, you know, for them to get content. But it's in seriousness, yeah, he's stressed the fuck out, because what the fuck is he going to do?
Right. You know what I'm saying? So I looked at it as like, you know, maybe everybody doesn't know every single aspect of certain things, but like I said, this shit has already been broke down, like niggas' involvement in certain things. If you go do the research, this shit is laid out for you. It's literally laid out for you. You know what I'm saying? All they needed was certain other things to fall in, you know, to fall in place. And when that shit fell in place, that's why they picked up bro ass for the Tupac shit. You know what I'm saying? And then
That's
now you got,
right.
you get what I'm
That just
saying? They was already just, and it's
so
unfortunate that he talked his way into that, but that's what happened.
crazy
And
though.
it is what it is. So I'm saying, so um, I just look at it as like, people gonna take, things as what they may look or appear to be, but it's more to the surface. You know what I'm saying?
But they also use it as a again, they're using it like to get people's attention. You know, yes, it's something serious, but they already know what's gonna happen. They already know they're gonna make fun of him. They already know that they're gonna be focusing on this. So yeah, we could go ahead and tell them whatever, they're gonna believe it, or
Mm-hmm.
they fabricate it even more through the media, the social media stuff like that, where we don't even know what to think anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And the truth is, why they're really just distracting us from what?
I mean,
Because this
it's
is
a lot of
something
different
major that
things,
everybody's paying attention to.
exactly. So that's the biggest point in all this. But like when you have the eyes to see, it's easy to see that. But when you don't, there you go. You know what I'm saying? So it just goes hand in hand with everything that's been going on. You know what I'm saying? D's in the forefront, but what's been going on in the background?
Huh?
I said Diddy's in the forefront, but what's been
Yeah,
going on in the background?
right.
You know what I'm saying? Just generally. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like maybe I don't know if you've seen any of this the shit that's been going on with Tesla and Elon Musk. He's building the robots and shit like that.
And that's the thing right there. It's like all of a sudden that came out. I mean, we were expecting this, we were already expecting this, but it's crazy how, we're handling Diddy's case plus this other major things like Cardi B and Offset. Now Elon Musk comes out with the robot. What else he came out with? The robot, the was it the van or something? The Tesla
It's a it's
van.
it's it's a new truck or some shit or
Oh,
van or some shit.
yeah, I think it was a van. And then something else. But he came out with all this stuff, and it's like, okay, what are we supposed to think? Of course, people make fun of that too right now, so robots. But they're introducing what they're trying to do, which is, this is how it's going to be. We're going to have robots. We have robots. We have, the cars, how they look so different. It's just everything is changing, and we're like not really saying much about it because we're distracted with something else. We're distracted with all this other drama, and that's what we like. In reality, that's what we like. We like to go ahead and see drama. So if anything that's exciting, something that's just crazy like that. I mean, again, we watch a lot of reality shows. We never really had reality shows back then, but now all of a sudden we have all this reality shows that people do tune in because why? Because they like all the drama that comes in it. It's kind of like the real world. I mean, they can relate. They can relate. It's like, okay, they gone through something like that, right?
And
I
I
mean,
agree. And I think that like, a lot of people maybe, you know, aren't as aware of a lot of the shit you know what I'm saying, you brought into light just generally. But I think that, you know, it's always like, you know, I just see a lot of the shit that people go through when it comes to, what I'm saying, like people who are in the everyday day to day life. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so when they actually have to experience certain shit, I'd be like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just a level of where people don't really get to, what I'm saying, live beyond the means or see beyond the veil. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm like, if you don't have eyes to see certain shit, it's like it's hard to even explain things. Like I don't even get into certain conversations with people about certain stuff no more because it's just a level of like thought process. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a level of like niggas have to see this shit for what it is.
Well, and that's the thing, though. We need to really pay attention to really what's going on with the world. I mean, we're really, right now, okay, we had the Diddy case, and then we had, you know, the president's race. It's like, okay, it's politicians right now. It's really huge. What's gonna happen? Who are we gonna want? Um, it could be close where, we have our first woman president, or we're gonna get, Trump reelected, which is just crazy how all their the whole time this whole president's race is it's just been crazy. Even that has drama in it, and people are tuning in. It's like they want us to tune in more to what's going on supposedly out there, with all this, while something else is going on in the background. Can't hear you.
And that's why I've been on a level where um, I already know it's so much happening in the background that I don't want to necessarily speak out of tune when you talk.
Right.
Even with the Diddy shit, it's like we're talking about sexual allegations and sexual misconduct or whatever based off of
Yeah.
legalities,
I mean, it's talking a
but
lot of.
it's but you talking about really, the niggas sued the British companies, these alcohol companies, and he sued these niggas, and that in turn turned into now out of nowhere. Now this nigga getting sued. Now this nigga's getting lawsuits left and right. Now this is happening. That's happening. All this shit. Like it's making sense, but it ain't making sense no more. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it is what it is. So I would say niggas have to actually dig more into this shit. That's why I'm like, it's a thing happening in the front, it's a demo occurring, but there's some shit happening in the background for niggas to really pick up on. And it's a template that niggas is following. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
I
it
mean, and
always
that's the
has to
thing.
do with
Everybody.
sexual
er,
conduct. If we haven't noticed for the last 5 years, any niggas that's being taken down, it's probably because of sexual conduct and things niggas did. They were married or they were trying to fuck an employee or just some it's going to be something like that. And that's not to say those things didn't maybe happen, but they probably didn't happen the way niggas think they happened.
Right.
So even when you think about this Diddy shit, I will say in general, when niggas said what they said, and they brought it into the forefront, and they was like, "Yo, um, this happened to me, and that happened to me, or whatever the case may be." This was not just all like niggas deciding, I'm gonna just say this and that. No, dude, these niggas brought these niggas and got them on one accord, like they did for everybody else. It's a
But
template.
it's just crazy that all of a sudden, like you said, like nobody's really like speaking out, on his behalf. Really, nobody's supporting him. Everybody's going against him. Even they were talking about his own son going against him. It's like,
What son? Because he has multiple sons. So what son is went against him?
the one that I can't even remember his name, but the one that he's been out there supposedly they're accusing him that he's been involved in it too, or he was at the parties a lot of times. But there's just so much. It's like now everybody wants to speak, and they were saying it's like he put a lot of fear in people, put a lot of fear in people supposedly, and that's why nobody really wanted to speak. Allegedly, he was threatening people, and if it's like that, all these videos are coming out, they're surfacing, like the Justin Bieber, and then talk about Usher and so many others. It's like it's crazy how that one person, if this was true, has so much power. And it's crazy
Right.
that if they find
Right.
out, like you say, fabricated or anything like that, and it's not true, or maybe something minor, not this major thing, how are we gonna feel about that then? And how is he gonna
Uh,
deal with that? Because again, they're talking all this shit about him, and then It might not be true. I mean, we don't know what it is. We just have to stay tuned.
It's like, yeah, you know what? You know, I was gonna say something, but I'm not gonna say it. Excuse me.
Like,
Um, I'm not. I was gonna say something, but I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna say it. Only because, like, I really don't like how these platforms are being run on some places where it is. Excuse me. Excuse me. It's easy for people to basically paint a picture for people and basically allude to certain stuff. So I'm not gonna even put, excuse me, certain people. I'm not gonna people put certain people like in boxes and shit on a certain level to where it's super easy to put certain things right, but it's real easy to allude um, that this nigga was put into a certain space and place. You know what I'm saying? Uh, where he was actually, you know what I mean, like maybe just I don't know how to put this in perspective. Maybe okay, he knew how to get leverage, so he was doing everything he could to get the leverage he needed. So when it really came down to it, it was always something that was able to be accessible to people that could be used as leverage, which and hence there you go, people's, you know what I'm saying, you know, okay, this girl, you know, her body or his, you know, his this person's masters, this nigga's, you know what I'm saying, or this nigga's publishing. So niggas leverage their way into shit. He learned that from other people. It is what it is. And I can't get into certain aspects because I not want to, but I really don't want to use a platform I have for anybody to be painted a certain way. Or to be even though it's already out there, let's not, you know, we said what we said already, but generally speaking, to just be like super like, oh yeah, whatever, this shit is still ongoing. So I definitely don't want to be on here like painting no pictures for nobody to be like, yeah, he used whatever. But generally speaking, when you're in a business position and you're using certain areas and spaces to do shit, you're going to use the leverage you have to make business deals, to cut business stuff. It is what it
uh,
is.
and
You
that's
feel
the
me?
thing. Like every time
So
this happens, when a celebrity's in a spotlight like that, all these brands start dropping them. Like everybody dropped Diddy, from Ciroc, and then the collars, how what was it? They gave him his thing. I forgot right now. But they
what you
start
talking
stripping
about the
him
damn? You
from
talking
the
about?
college. Like
Oh, okay. The awards, yeah, just his
yeah, the
accolades.
wars.
Exactly, because
So
he's an distinguished nigga. That's what niggas have to keep it. Let's keep it a buck. He's distinguished, so we can't act like that he's not distinguished. You know what I'm saying? So
I mean, but again, this is something that definitely everybody's tuning in, trying to find out what's going on because it seems like every day there's something new pops up. Like that's the crazy shit. It's like all this stuff is coming out. And so if this is something that allegedly it might be true, this is
mhm.
some crazy motherfucker. That's all I have to say.
Hey, well, you know how it is. You know it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So let's just, you know what I'm saying, salute to, you know, anybody who, you know, is experiencing or affected by this right now. Um,
You could get compensated.
I'm, that's
Call your
basic.
lawyer now.
That's what's in the
That's the
circle of
crazy part.
circles. That's what's happening, and it's been happening. And you're not gonna see no motherfucking commercial for it per se, but yeah,
You see the already on
yeah. You,
social
that's why
media.
the nigga out there saying that was an advertisement right there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? For anybody who's not in, you know, in content, in like literally, who's not involved yet, but you know these niggas and something happened to you, hit me. That's what he's saying. Period. In every aspect.
Yeah, but we're gonna tune in. We're gonna tune into everything else that's going on. We just didn't have enough time to talk about everything, but
Oh yeah, for sure.
yeah, but again, these are like it's not small little topics that's going on. That's a whole bunch of big old shit that's going on, and the world is
Yeah.
just fucked up. That's all I gotta say. It's fucked up.
It's just a lot happening.
That too. Okay, it's a
It's a
lot
lot
that's going
happening.
on, but it's fucked up because the world is crazy. You did not realize, like, you don't realize that, especially from well, older people like us, about how we didn't get exposed as much how we get exposed now to everything. Like now you see everything through social media. Somebody has the camera, to go ahead and
Hmm.
film something. So
Hmm.
and then people get to see it. But
That's a
with
fact.
that being said, though, I do want to thank everybody that came in today. And then we had a special guest today too, giving his
Oh, for
opinion.
sure. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Anytime that anybody wants to come in, I would like them to go ahead and express their opinion. They want to come on, then come on, and then to go ahead and touch on the subject. Because at the end of the day, it's just our opinion. We're just talking shit. We're just having fun. And that's all we're doing. That's why it's called open mouth. You get to go ahead and open your mouth and say whatever the fuck you want to say, right, Dr. Scorpio?
That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a
And
fact.
with that being said, I would like to go ahead and wish everybody a good night. Good night, Dr. Scorpio.
For sure.